Playlist, leave man shocked, don't need no tasers. Pull up is a movie, yeah. Pull up, see you moving, yeah. See they watching my stunts, watch how you dance. Flying to France, how we do it, yeah.
Wait, go.
Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Shike TV. It's what?
Shike TV.
I told you to have it back with consistency. Everybody say yeah. Okay, so today I'm with my friends. This is
Tony. Anu.
and we're gonna have a little discussion today. And we've got friends in the background. Everyone say hi.
Hi.
And we're gonna have a discussion about culture. I'm Nigerian and I'm first generation immigrants.
I was born and raised in Nigeria.
I'm first generation immigrant too.
I'm Jasmine and I'm second gen. I'm Punjabi as well.
So guys, do you think culture is gonna die with our generation? Do you know how our parents brought so much culture to us, and we're doing Oyinbo in the city? Like most Nigerians literally only know Afrobeats, like only Afrobeats. And if I'm saying who's Fela Kuti, to most people they're like.
But not gonna lie, that's common like with any culture though. Like people will forget the greats. Like even these days, people on Twitter are like, oh, kids these days don't know about so and so. So it's just like I don't think it's like a cultural thing. I think it's more like
Time.
a generations.
The thing with that is, because our parents want us to have a better life, so they brought us here, blah 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 blah. 3 generations on, after me, like our kids, how, if we take them back to Nige, how would they fit in? Do you know, does that make sense? Like, would they even be able to speak the language? That's one thing.
The thing is though, a lot of my friends who grew up with me in Nigeria can't speak the language. It's actually you guys that grew up here are better at speaking the language.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Because your parents try to like make you not forget your culture.
That's my dad.
So they put more emphasis on teaching you the language. Most of my friends back home, all of us, we can't speak.
That's crazy.
I can't speak. I only understand. So
I don't even understand either. It's the same with understanding.
You don't
Really?
understand.
I'm so surprised by that.
Same. The only reason I'm thinking this is because we don't try hard to retain. Like, we're not trying hard to retain it. If anything, we're trying to erase it.
I feel like that comes from like being ashamed of your
Yes.
culture,
Oh my
though.
god, that's such a big part of it.
Yeah. Thanks, Jasmine.
Yeah. Another reason why I asked this question is because, like you said, growing up here, remember when you're embarrassed to take food to school? You're embarrassed for your. Oh my god, my dad used to come to parents even in native.
Oh, that's so cute.
That is really
Oh,
cute.
That's so cute.
Okay, and then in school they're looking at you. Your dad's clothes are so nice. Where did you get it? Like, I used to be so embarrassed. Or my mom would go through town and she'd be wearing gele and
That's beautiful, man.
and it's just like, I would go back home. My mom says go to town after church. I'll go home changed.
I think when it comes to special occasions like weddings, birthdays, Thanksgivings, I think the clothes are gonna stay.
Food.
I'm so sorry. I
Let
mainly eat Nigerian food.
You do.
I do.
But let me not lie though, there's some foods that's gonna die with me. It's going to die with me. My kids will not know. Semo.
I like summer.
Shut up.
I don't.
Semo's disgusting. Me and Annie was saying, you people that are slandering Amala,
You know that Sema is the real villain.
it's the real criminal.
It's the real
It's
villain.
disgusting. I don't like Obono. Let's talk about traditions. Are you gonna make your kids kneel down?
Yeah, but the thing I hated, it was when my mom, sorry mommy, but when she would call me out in front of everybody, I'd be like, so you can't greet? I used to be like, no, I can't greet, I'm so sorry.
Did your mom make you give things with your right hand?
Yes.
Not gonna lie, I didn't know about that until it was one of my uncles at church. So I was like, why are you giving me with your left hand? I used to be so confused.
No, my mom.
If you give something with your left hand.
Oh my, cause your left hand is wrong.
Yeah, because apparently your left hand is dirty because that's what it's
That's what you used to wipe your bum.
But
I think the best thing
The
is to raise them with like your culture, because they're gonna be in a Western world. They're gonna learn it anyway. And also you have to remember, like, your children are gonna be around and raised by your parents. Your children are gonna be okay. Like, but after that,
That's what I'm saying. I feel like for now, I'm like, my kids, I'll take it to my dad. I'll take it to my mom. But then after that, what was growing up in Nigeria like? Like, biggest difference from there and here, like growing up there and here.
you don't think about racism when you grow
Wow.
up in Nigeria. You don't have to think about that. Everybody's black.
Oh
Everybody's black. When you grow up in Nigeria, you know that you're the like you're the spec, kind of like you're everybody's type because everybody's kind of the same. But when I came here, because I came here for A-levels in year 12, it was a big, like, I went from being the spec to being like that one nigger.
Do you know what I always think? They couldn't put me in a school in Nigeria now. I'd either get kicked out, because first of all, we ask why too much.
Yes, no.
I'm like, why?
Things like that, when you guys ask why too much, like that's not gonna fly. They're gonna ask you to do something, you're like, I'll do it later. No.
This category is, we're going to talk about things that are going to die with us, that we are going to make sure never see the next gen. Amen?
Amen.
Let's start with beatings, allegedly. Because allegedly, hypothetically, we were beat. I'm not going to beat my children.
What kind of punishments are you gonna use though?
Sit in the corner!
I don't know how to explain it. A child is misbehaving. This child has been on the earth for 1 year. The child doesn't want to be here. Me too, I want to throw myself on the floor.
Absolutely. Some kids, yeah, they get beat and it works. Me, your beating will do. But you can beat me today, I'll do the same thing tomorrow.
The thing is, what beating does it doesn't cause respect,
It causes fear.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Because I can still remember all the times they allegedly, and I never thought, oh yeah, I learned something from that day. I didn't think that. I thought, okay, this person is evil.
I used to think they hated me.
I know the balloon sticks from McDonald's.
Why would you say a balloon?
I think I'm gonna beat my child back.
Do you know what they allegedly use as well? You know ballet? Broom.
Bro.
And that thing has it's got, you open it and it's got the thing and it, do you know what? Yeah, I never got beat that much.
I didn't either. To be
I
honest.
didn't get beat that
I
much.
did. I got beat.
Not gonna lie, though, it depends on the people as well. Like,
That's why I said know your child, because if your my mom used to say is, I'm disappointed in you, and I will be thinking about it
from now
till
till next year.
Do you get me?
You're the first people that your children know, and I imagine this is the way you're treating them.
Do you know what I mean? It's gonna die with me. I know.
It's lazy.
Yeah.
It's lazy because why can't you just
Why can't
Talk
you
to
sit
me.
down and
Why can't you ask me why I threw myself on the floor outside? Why I embarrassed you outside Primark? Do you know one thing I think about our parents? Obviously, they took what they knew. I think that's how they got taught.
That's
Anyway.
exactly
So,
it.
and like they said, there's no parenting book on parenting. But like, they don't know how to communicate well. That's one thing I think with.
Yeah.
And then once you start talking, they start like, why do you think you're smarter than me?
No, we don't.
No, I do. No, I'm joking. No, I don't.
Let me go back to beating. Like, maybe like when I was younger, I was thinking, oh, it's fine, that's just the way they're disciplining me. But recently, and it's the saddest thing ever, I was watching something and then they were talking about beating their child, like, should we do it, should we not? And I just started crying.
Oh.
So can you imagine all that, like, of like just like suppressing it and stuff?
Oh,
Like for it to just come out like that.
that
Like
makes
I can never.
sense.
And I don't understand as well why, like we've experienced it, and I'm saying no, we can't do it to our children. Why? Obviously, like allegedly, our parents did it to us, and allegedly, our parents had it done to them. So why wouldn't they think, oh no, I did not like how that made me feel. I'm not going to do it to my children.
Yeah, what's
But
that
we
about?
can, all three of us can say, no, everybody in this room can sit here and say,
We
not
didn't
gonna
like
do to
it
our
because-
children.
Can I say something?
Go on.
But if they're probably doing it because it worked for them.
Did it?
Because I highly doubt they would do it just to do it. I used to get beat in schools for getting the answer wrong.
That's true.
But I also think that's a normal thing for them. Whether they liked it or not, it was normal because
That's
for
what I'm
us,
saying.
allegedly, it would happen at home. But at school, our punishments were different. It would be stuff like detention.
No, when
You can't sit with your friends.
I think those, I agree with him then. Because
Yeah.
that's why, because we've seen that other methods work. That's why we're like, this one is not the best one. They didn't see anything else. In school, if you forgot your homework, you got beat. Teachers could beat you. Here, let a teacher come and raise their voice at me higher than my mom ever did. And we'll be like, I'm getting my parents.
Guys are so funny. Because to be honest, up until now, some certain schools in Nigeria, not the ones I went to, but some certain schools in Nigeria, they're still allowed to beat you if you do something wrong.
Yeah.
In fact, the church I went to when I was younger, do you remember the memory verse? You're getting beat.
To them, it is so normal because they haven't seen anything else. We have seen detentions work. I don't want to stay behind and miss going out with my friends. I miss watching a show. I don't want to miss 6 o'clock for this and this.
And I think, as you said, because they're really bad at like communicating and saying their feelings, even if it affected them, they're not really deep in their hearts. They're just like, oh yeah, that's what happened.
Tony said as well, you don't know how it affects you because most of us, I'm not gonna lie, probably don't know how to communicate well as well now. I wasn't a good communicator because I wasn't allowed to speak. If I disagree with what you said, you
Or
can't.
even if you're trying to defend yourself.
Oh my god, defending yourself.
If you're the parent and they're trying to talk back, you're not having it. I won't have it. But it's not my fault. Like, you know, them ones. And
That's the thing that is easier to say is when you don't have a child.
Very, very
I
true.
think so.
One thing I want to say, there's some punishments for creative, like simple like turn around, face the wall, and put your arms on.
Bro, I didn't know that was punishment, you know, until one day my hand just started going down. I was like, whoa. I was like,
You were like, oh, this is light work.
I was like,
Get rice and kneel and rice.
I had a teacher in school, he used to tell people to stand up on their chair, put their hands behind their head and open their mouth. And say yeah!
We're made to use chairs and stuff?
carry chairs.
Tables and that.
Yeah.
I
Table.
just made that one up.
Little chairs.
one time the spoon broke and I got more beatings.
For breaking the spoon. What do you guys think of sending your kids back as punishment?
That's not good because you're showing them that your home country is
Actually,
there's so much to be
punishment.
punished. It's actually a
I
punishment.
agree.
And then, we're going on holiday to Nigeria.
I don't like it at all because then you're not happy to go because you're thinking, will I go and
This
come
might
back?
be it. You start telling all your friends that if you don't
I'm going on
get
holiday,
if
but
you don't get
I love
money,
you. And it'll turn into resentment for your culture. It will turn into
And then your culture's dead. In this country as well, we have so much freedom. I get it why you want to send your child to Nigeria.
But the way they
But
say it is
the
like
way you say it, make sure it's like, oh, you're just gonna go live.
you're gonna go and learn how you are
Don't
brought
make
up.
it, even if you're sending them as a punishment.
Yeah, or like you're a bit too westernized for now. I need you to go back and understand where you came from. That you're not like these kids. That's what my mom used to tell me and my dad. They used to say you're not like these kids.
Are you guys gonna give your children traditional names?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good point.
I wish I had started with Shikem.
What they do though, I remember in what's after primary school?
Secondary.
Secondary
Oh
school.
my god, are you alright?
In secondary school.
Like, what name do you prefer?
I was like, yeah, this is my name, but I prefer to be called Tony because it's still part of my Tony. So, but I remember first day, and I'm so shy as well. I was shyer then. Right now, I just heard she started calling me Naomi. I was like, who the hell? I was even looking for her.
I wish I'd said my name was Shike. But the thing is, maybe it's because I didn't try. But they didn't even get to Shike. They skipped Oluwa and just kept Face. They kept Face.
Not Face.
So like, Charlotte, is your middle name Face? I was like, yeah. Because I'm like, what's your name, Face? And then they treat you as like an attraction, like, Charlotte, say your middle name for us.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Especially because a lot of when I went to my A-levels was really white. I would say, okay, my name is Anu, because that's what everybody calls me. Like, even back home, nobody calls me my full name. And they're like, oh, no, tell us your full name, And I'm like,
what's it gonna do for you?
yeah.
Like, you're not gonna call me that?
Even my mom and my dad call me Anu, so why are you the one that can't pronounce it, that wants to call me by my full name? Like, what are you doing?
But yeah, I'm gonna give my kids a Yoruba name.
Yeah, and that's gonna be their main name.
It's going to be Oluwatodemi láti Nigeria.
My dear, this name.
And it's even lifting me up.
And it's like, what's his name? It's okay. I don't care. Just call me O.
Oh my god.
What's your? Have you got in Punjabi name?
Just me, and no, it's like Arabic, but my sisters do religious names, and then you have like cultural names. So my parents like Manpri or like Jinder or whatever. They're nicer, in my opinion. I'm not gonna call my kids like Dal Jinder, like that's wet. You know what I mean? Personally, that's my dad's name.
Either you say Shike or you call me Charlotte. There's two options, and if I tell you my name is Shike, you know how to enunciate. You can pronounce Neve. Neve is spelled Nya.
So what's that one? Siobhan.
And you're saying
And it's
Siobhan.
not even an English name,
No
it's
offense
an
to all the
Irish name.
names and all
All the
the
Irish
names.
names.
And it's an Irish name when you can pronounce it, but why is it now?
Why is it
my
Shike?
Yoruba name?
Shike
that
that you can't pronounce.
shivering?
Now when Audie said Adiola, you're not saying Adiola.
We need to become managerial.
I'm like, if we don't want our culture to die out, we have to actively be in schools.
Do you think our
In
generation
our
is,
area.
to be honest, we're a trend following generation? I was going to say, do you reckon we're proud of our culture? But I think now we are because it's cool to be proud of a generation.
I feel
Yeah,
like I've
of our
always
culture.
loved being Nigerian now. But I think I've just always
I
wanted,
hate
I've just
being
always
black
wanted to be
where I'm
special.
from.
So I was like, I'm black.
Yeah,
And
no,
you
I
guys are
definitely
all white.
agree with that. I think it's just become now cool to be proud of your culture.
So we're on the side of it basically depends on us of if whether or not our culture dies out.
Yeah.
The only thing that I think will just fade is maybe just the foods. Some
I
of the
think
foods.
language too.
Language is so sad there.
About the language that I have, especially for you Nigerians out there, I'm so sorry. I, as a young child, even not a young child, older, I'm trying now. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to know my language. I'll speak to you. You're laughing at me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I'll
let's
never-
not.
It's quite discouraging.
It is very.
It is.
discouraging.
Yeah, that encouragement is
The
actually
encouragement
important.
is a
If you laugh at
big
me,
thing.
and I've been laughed at, why do I not speak this language?
I want my kids to learn the language. When it comes to us, I will actually just take them to Nigeria. One thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to raise my boys exactly the way I'm raising my girls.
Like, how do you not know how to cook? First of all.
How do you say you came to university and you still don't know how to make breakfast? It's a life lesson.
Don't
Life
need to
skill.
eat. Don't need to eat.
And do you know what else I
I'll be doing Uber every day. I'm so sorry.
Do you know what else I'm gonna do for my kids here? You are both being raised up to be good people, but you're both raised up for marriage. If that's what you want to do in it. But like not just the daughter. You need to be able to learn how to sweep. Now your husband doesn't want to come home to a dirty house. You need to,
My husband. What? If he doesn't want to go, come on.
one thing as well is in the church, you're always preaching to the girls. You're always preaching how to be a good woman, to be a righteous woman, to be a woman of virtue, to be a woman of this. And you're not speaking to
one woman.
no. You want us to marry the boys of the church, but the boys of the church
Are
not
the ones moving mad.
Right.
I'm not going to an African church and a white church. It is culturally. It is.
I think culturally they are very with the, like Tony said, understandably, but they are very with the, a woman is the one you need to focus on. But you're not realizing these boys are growing up shameless. Like they have no
I
shame.
understand it if it was like a woman needs to be this, a woman needs to be that, to be perfect marriage material.
But it's me that will be going to the woods, be doing stopping, topping in praise and worship.
Don't push. Oh, you're the eldest from so young.
Okay, I think we're rounding up anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what I want to say is thank you so much to my parents. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate everything you've done. And I know that some of the things we said does seem a bit shaking the table, but like it's just because now we know that I don't want this personally, and so that's why I'm not gonna do it. But I know that you did your best, and we are great women today. We are beautiful, classy babes. She gets. So, and I only hope that when I have my children, I can do it half as well as you have. I love you guys.
Yeah, shout out to my parents because I just love you guys so much. Even though some of the things I said, you're probably thinking, this one again, but like, I actually understand everything. Me coming here saying it's not a way to like say, oh, that's bad parenting.
It's not at
It's
all.
just a way to say, oh, it's just not what I prefer to do.
Because there's a lot we'll take from you. There's a lot.
There's so
much. I might do a part 2 because without our parents, we wouldn't know what it is that we want to give to our kids.
Yeah.
And it's all thanks to you, which we appreciate so much.
I just want to say to my parents, I love you guys. Thank you for everything you've done for me because I know that my parents have worked hard in this life just to put me through school, put food on my table, send me to this country with the exchange rate. So I love you guys. And one thing I would say that I love about my parents is that even though they disciplined me, my parents also used a lot of positive reinforcement. So there was a lot of, I'm proud of you, you did well. And I love that. And that's one thing I'm definitely going to carry on.
There's more that I'm gonna carry on that
I'm not going to carry. I think the only thing we're really not going to carry on is the beating.
Yeah,
and
that's
listening.
not from them.
And that's not from them. That's not from you by yourself.
Yeah.
It's generally, like it's just generally. But we love you guys and
Big up you.
thank you guys so much for watching. If you're still here, I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Please comment down below what it is you take from your parents, what it is you like from your culture that you want to pass on. If we've missed anything out, please comment down below because I know I'm a big influencer now, but I'll reply to your comments. You know?
She might even do a part 2.
I know if I'm not too busy, you know my schedule nowadays. You know my schedule. I can't even go to Tesco anymore. But no, shout out your parents in the comments too and send a video to them. Everybody, say thank you to Big. I want to say thank you to Jasmine behind the camera. Thank you to Emmanuel. Thank you to Abby. Thank you to my wonderful guest of honors, Tony and Annie. And I'll link their socials down below because my girls are fine babes. She gets. And we will see you all in the next video.
Bye.